I'm the HR manager for the Middle East. I'm joined here today by Aggie. Thanks very much for joining me, Aggie. I won't take too much of your time today. So the reason that we're recording this video is for International Women's Day, which is on the 8th of March, so next week. And the theme is Break the Bias. The bias is centered around women in the construction industry and why there might be fewer women in this industry. So we hope that by recording this short video with you and hearing about your experiences within the construction industry and within Curry & Brown specifically will help break the bias. So I have 4 questions for you. The first is, what is your role? What is your role within Curry & Brown?
I'm senior cost manager in Dubai office.
Fantastic. Yeah. Great. And I'm sorry to jump this on you because we didn't discuss this before, but what made you choose this career pathway?
So actually, before the university, I was thinking of studying architecture.
Okay.
But then I did my research and I realized it's about 7 years studying before you can even start properly working somewhere.
Yeah.
And that made me thinking, is it worth it? And then I figured out I will go and study something construction related because you have all the parties involved within the project lifecycle, including architects.
Yeah.
So at that point, I made my decision to go and study project management and quantity surveying.
Perfect. Okay. Have you had a good experience so far, like in your education and in your work experience so far?
I think I had. Don't get me wrong. There's always some challenges.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're thinking if it's right path,
Yeah.
but by seeing the end product when the projects are finished is definitely worth it.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the questions that we discussed before. So the first question is, why did you join Curry & Brown?
So what about 6 months ago now, Curry Brown reached out to me and asked me if I want to join the Dubai team. And it was actually nice that the company reached out instead of potential employees reaching out to the company. It's just means that the company are interested to find the right people and they're interested in your future. And they also had pretty interesting projects in the pipeline. So at that point, it was a good decision to join the Curry & Brown.
Good. That's good to hear. Okay, so the second question that I have is, what for you is your favourite thing about working at Curry & Brown?
I think my favorite thing is definitely people. All my colleagues are very friendly and supportive. And you know, that's the most important thing within the business. If you don't have the right people, you will not have the right business. Yeah, I think people is the key in any working environment.
Yeah, I agree with you. So the last question that I have is, what would you say to women thinking of applying for a role within Curry & Brown?
I would definitely suggest any woman to apply for the roles in Curry & Brown, mainly because I see potential of my personal development by working within the company and also potential growth within the company. And I think it's also important to know that I feel that women are valued equally within the business. And trust me, I wouldn't say it if I wouldn't think that. So I think any woman, if they want to apply for the Curry & Brown, they should go for it.
Oh, fantastic. That's really nice to hear. That's all my questions. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the office very, very soon.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.